about 7 years ago, and some fellows contacted me from Italy. Very nice cats, and they were doing a film documentary about vinyl collectors, people who were, crazy about records. But they had to be records, not, CDs or tapes or anything. It had vinyl. So Vinyl Mania was the name of the documentary. And I think you can type in vinylmania.com. There's one picture we use on the back of the original Dead Kennedys, In God We Trust Incorporated, which was a picture of two little old ladies from a gasoline ad from the 1930s. And I had a whole pile of things that I was cutting out. And as I cut them out, I threw them on the ground behind me and kept cutting and threw it on the ground behind me, kept cutting, threw it on the ground. And a friend walked into the place, the room, and saw this picture by accident, that had formed by accident. I said, "What?" And looked over and realized, oh, cool. This is a record made in 1995 for Green Day. This is a piece done recently for Ben Harper. This is the inside. Kind of a surrealistic nightmare. See, this one is an old one from Dead Kennedys. The use of the cross of dollars on a record cover shocked many people. But for me, it seemed like something that was an obvious statement. Religion, money. Censorship. They wanted to censor images from young people so they wouldn't see these things. But it wasn't because they were bad or naughty pictures or, disturbing. It was because they had ideas that would make them think about our social systems and how everything is set up to a certain advantage and who profits from it and who suffers from it. And so in that way, record covers can be a mirror to society because the combination of the two, imagery and music, something you can sink your teeth into it. You can bite into it and chew on this, and think about this big picture. That's an opportunity for us to change the world. I remember having records like this when I was a kid in the 50s. We had clear vinyl colored 45s that were yellow, blue, or red, different colors. It was usually children's songs, Burl Ives, and holiday songs. I wonder where they are now.
So Winston, they had colored vinyl back then? They came.
Oh sure, yeah.
What colors were they? Do you remember?
It was like red, blue, yellow, green. Not pop tunes or anything. It was like cartoon music, and they were made out of crap, so they didn't last very long. And they knew nobody was going to take care of them. But they delighted children because they had nice colors. And our record player was kind of that vintage. When it would heat up, the tubes in the back of the radio, in the back of the record player would heat up, and you'd smell this weird kind of like chemical smell. And what it was, the tubes are getting hot, they're glowing red, but the part that surrounded probably had asbestos or something, and probably we were huffing up all kinds of carcinogenic shit just so we could listen to Burl Ives sing, play the banjo, sing about the Pop Goes the Weasel. I'm trying to remember some of the songs.
Way up yonder above the sky, a bluebird lived in a jaybird's eye. Bye-bye, Jim.
There was a thing in the very late 50s and early 60s. There were picture discs for, pop singers and things. But they were expensive. And then later on in the 1990s or maybe after the year 2000, there were picture discs. There was a very short-lived trend to do them. I did several for Biafra's spoken word records, and we had to do them. I made them originally as clocks, and Biafra said, "Oh, these will make great picture discs," which didn't dawn on me. But we did do them. I only got to hear them once because when he found I hadn't listened to any of the records, he threw an empty beer bottle at me. So, well, I figured I'd heard it all before. The way he said it was good, so it was entertaining. And now he probably has more material than he needs.
Do you recall what release that was, Winston? I'm curious.
It's called When Outlaws. No. It was called When Evolution is Outlawed, Only Outlaws Will Evolve.
Brilliant.
He saw it on the wall of some bathroom, you know. He wrote it down. I don't know who came up with this, but it's a perfect title for a record.